It's no secret that within the bodybuilding and fitness world, as well as the professional sporting world, that drugs in sport, in particular steroids, are pretty commonplace. Whether it's cycling, swimming, bodybuilding, baseball or football, pretty much anything you can think of that involves enhancing physical performance, it's a pretty big thing.
Is steroids cheating? The question is, what is cheating? If you go in a natural show that you're not supposed to take steroids and you're taking steroids, then you're definitely cheating. But if you go in a show that it's okay to take steroids and you take steroids, that's not cheating, right? I mean, you're not doing anything you're not supposed to do, but are you cheating morally? Because bodybuilding is about lifting weights. That's what it's about. It's about pumping iron. It's not about injecting, but over the years, it's actually became more about injecting than lifting weights, So that's the question. I think everyone has their own opinion on whether it's cheating or not cheating.
If anyone thinks that you can get to 250 pounds plus completely ripped without taking any substances, then you're probably really naive. Almost as naive as I was when I started. You just have to look at the statistics, top cycling races, or the fact that 9 out of 10 of the fastest men in history have all tested positive at some stage. There comes a time in every athlete's career where they have to make a choice. You train really hard for a very long time and you get to a high level, but then you start to realize the way things are. And the reality is that most of the guys at the top level are using stuff. And if you want to keep up with them, you might have to do it too. Or you can keep competing and be disadvantaged. Or you can quit and do something else.
My thing is that, whatever it takes, if you can do that and you can get away with it and nobody knows and you end up winning the show, then fuck, that's great. The thing is I can't really say I'm for steroids, but I'm not really against steroids. It's a personal choice. I'm really against young kids taking steroids, teenagers, even in your early 20s. I'm really against that. And once you start taking steroids, your testosterone levels, your testes shut down and they no longer work. So your body is not producing testosterone anymore. And if you shut down your production at an early age, it's never gonna come back to what it was. When you have low testosterone, you're tired, you're lazy, you don't feel like doing anything, you have no sex drive. There's a lot of negatives. So it's very important for you to have a normal testosterone level. And the problem nowadays is it's almost like young kids join a gym, and when they join the gym, they buy the steroids.
Anytime, whether it's professional sports, the Olympics, anytime there's going to be a physical nature, steroids are going to come into play because it gives people an advantage in things. Now, in men's physique where I compete, it's not as big of an issue as it is in bodybuilding, but it's always going to be there. And I think that it's kind of sometimes swept underneath the rug, but I think ultimately it's people's choice. They're going to have to cross that bridge when they come to it.
It's like in the old days, it was like we join a gym and we go buy protein powder. That's what we do. Yeah, I just joined a gym, so I need protein powder. Now, it's like I just joined a gym, I need steroids. And it's like the day they start the gym is the day they start the steroids. And it's almost like they go hand in hand. And it really is out of control. Testosterone is something we're born with testosterone. It's something that we need. So we're putting more of something we already have in our body, so just knowing that information makes it a little more, make a little bit more sense that it's not as bad as, people want to believe. They're a lot more common now and doctors are prescribing them now. So a lot of older, adults are taking steroids just to bring up their natural hormones, So if you're taking steroids and you continue to take them, becomes a point where they no longer work and you're just taking them and all you're doing is destroying your body and causing damage, and you're not getting any benefits. So it's mandatory that people take a break. Everything ends up equal. So if you take steroids for 20 years and you got all this muscle and you have this great sex drive and you had all these girlfriends because of this and that, well, guess what? The negative is going to come back at you eventually, and it all equals out. So all the good you're getting, you're going to get the bad. I have a friend that was going to compete in the Masters Olympia back when they had Masters Olympia, and he was feeling sick. He went to the doctor. This is a true fucking story. He went to the doctor. The doctor said, "You are going to die. You are going to die." He says, "You have got to get off the drugs you're taking." He was taking steroids, and he was taking coke, and he was doing ephedrine. He goes, "This is my dream, my life dream is to be on the Olympia stage." He competed at the Olympia. He got last place, and he died about 2 weeks later. So he chose to die to stand on that stage, and knowing he wasn't going to win a trophy. I mean, he fully aware he was not at the level of the other guys, but just to be on that fucking stage, that's my dream, and I'm willing to die. And he did. He died. You know, he left a wife and kids. You know, and that's just an example of, you know, how powerful it is. And, you know, there's a huge difference in me when I'm on a cycle or off a cycle. And, you know, any girlfriend I've ever been with, you know, will attest to that and say there's a huge difference, you know. And I'm a lot less patient, you know, and I snap, you know, and I can become angry really quick over nothing. The thing is, as well, everyone out there knows that anyone that takes drugs is going to deny the side effects. You know, if someone's an alcoholic, they're going to deny it. I'm not alcoholic. I still go to work, and, you know, and they're always going to deny it. And so, you know, I came out and just told everyone the truth, you know, exactly the 100% truth. And the truth is, it definitely makes you more aggressive.
As a young kid, I was very lonely and socially isolated. And I felt that, you know, if I got big arms and good abs and just had this really amazing body, that it would make me happy. I achieved my dream physique and it didn't make me feel any happier. I actually felt worse. Achieving your dream body won't make you happy. It won't make you a better person. The pursuit of which can teach you discipline and make you a stronger person. Finding a greater sense of purpose in my life and meaning through personal development and shared experience has allowed me to make leaps and bounds forward. I recently competed in 10 shows over the last year, desperately trying to get into the IFBB Pro League. And I won all the qualifying shows leading up to those. But when I finally had the chance at winning the pro card, I came runner-up to the guy who won twice, only just missing out. An important lesson is that sometimes you don't always get the fairy tale ending that you want in life, but you get back up, you dust yourself off, and you keep moving forward.
Too many thoughts on my mind, I can't sleep at night, so I just keep writing. I don't need no help, I don't need opinions, so don't waste my time then. I just been living